If you were having trouble printing with the Epson Stylus Photo RX595 or similar models, then stay tuned, you won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to fix your Epson RX595 or similar model. Basically, if you're printing blank pages, not able to print a certain color, or you're printing faded or choppy prints, then what I'm going to show you in this video is going to help you solve that problem. The first thing we want to do is go into the settings, go into maintenance, and print a nozzle check. If this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below, and if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. We're going to be printing off a nozzle check, and this is basically going to tell us what colors are giving us the most issues. Now, if this prints off as blank, then all of the colors need to be cleaned, and I'll show you what that means by all the colors need to be cleaned. Basically, you're going to be cleaning the nozzles with a cleaning kit that's going to be linked down in the description below, and I'm going to be showing you that here in just a few moments. Then we're going to go back to maintenance. In our settings, we're going to check the ink levels, and we're going to kind of compare and make some type of analysis based off of the ink levels. Now, I would highly recommend that you replace all of the ink cartridges, and I'll talk to you about that later on as well in this video. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the setup, we're going to go back to maintenance, and we're going to print off another nozzle check. And this time, we're actually going to unplug the printer as it's printing. Don't do this before it starts printing, but once you hear that the print head is moving back and forth, or you see that the paper is being dragged into the printer, you're going to unplug the printer. This is the power cable. This is how we know it's unplugged. It's totally detached. And now I'm going to move on to open the inner compartment of the printer. Very easy to lift up the top portion of the printer. We're going to grab this print head carriage, and we're going to center it so that we can actually remove all of the ink cartridges. Now you can remove the paper that was going to print just to get it out of the way. Now we can open up this print head area. These are all the colors that we have, and I would highly recommend that you just toss these old cartridges, buy some new ink cartridges, which are going to be linked down in the description below. Now, what ends up happening is that the sensors on the printer indicate that there's ink left over in these cartridges, but when I actually tested them and shake them for any indication of ink being inside there, there was no ink to my knowledge as far as the manual test that I did. So these are the nozzles, and you're going to want to use the Best Printers cleaning kit. This is the kit here. There's going to be a link for it down in the description below. Basically, you're going to have everything you need in that package to be able to do this cleaning and some additional attachments as well. You're also going to need paper towel. So any paper towel will do that you have in the kitchen or in the garage. You're going to fold it up as long as you can fold it down skinny enough to fit under the print head, which I'll show you how to do that here in just a moment. Basically, this is going to catch all of the cleaning fluid and old ink that we end up pushing out of those nozzles that we saw just a few seconds ago. So once we have that paper towel folded up, you're going to place it down in the lower part of the printer where the paper would normally print, and we're going to slide the print head over that paper towel so that we can actually push fluid through the print head and it will be captured onto this paper towel. It's important to swap this paper towel out several times if you're doing a bigger cleaning like I'm doing here in this video, and I'll show you how I do that later on in this video. So when you get the cleaning kit, the silicone tubing should already be attached to the 20 milliliter syringe. Now all you have to do is fill it up with that cleaning fluid that comes with the kit, and each color here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push 10 milliliters through each color, and that should allow me to clean all the colors and still have some leftover solution. I have 100 milliliters. There are about 6 nozzles, so that's about 60 milliliters that I'm going to push through in total. So you should have 40 milliliters left over, and you want to keep that reserve just because you want to go through this cleaning one time, and then you want to be able to come back and do it again on the colors that may need it after this cleaning. Now, this is a fully comprehensive guide, so please stay tuned all the way through until the end of the video. Very important information, and it's important that you not miss any of the steps in this video. Okay, so now moving on to the next color, which is going to be light blue. This is not cyan. Cyan would be the blue color that's all the way to the right. This is light cyan or light blue, and I'm pushing through another 10 milliliters through that color. I'm actually working through all of the colors, so I'm pushing cleaning fluid through every single one of these colors because I was printing basically blank pages. Nothing was printing out, and so if that's the case for you, you'll have to do this. Now, if you printed off a nozzle report and only black or cyan or magenta or yellow, one of those colors or a mixture of those colors, one or two of them, or maybe three, maybe one. The point is that no matter if you're printing blank pages or you just have one color that's not printing, this process is going to work for you. And all you have to do is push the cleaning fluid through the nozzle, and the nozzle is the indicated color. So you can look at your nozzle report and you can tell which color is not printing and focus on that color. At any point during this cleaning, if you feel resistance and you're not able to push the fluid through, it's not going to happen right away. Sometimes you do have to be a little patient, but if it's not happening at all after some time, maybe after 5 to 10 minutes, then you'll want to warm up the fluid and reapply the warmed up fluid, because many times the blockage is really dry and needs that warm fluid to really dissolve and dissipate and push through that fluid. All right, so these are the new ink cartridges that I am installing. These are remanufactured ink cartridges, and they're going to be linked down in the description below. Now, again, the reason I'm using new ink cartridges, and keep in mind, I am waiting 24 hours before I install these ink cartridges. That's very important. You need to wait 24 hours for everything to dry. After drying with the paper towel, you also want to wait 24 hours before you install these ink cartridges, because there's a lot of electrical components that we don't want to get damaged. And if you power on before that point or install ink cartridges, you could be causing an issue for yourself with your printer. All right, so once you have waited 24 hours, you can now plug your printer back in and power on. Now, you may get an error code like I did here. That's totally fine. All I'm going to do is basically do a quick release on the ink cartridges individually and reinstall. So you'll see how I do that here. All you have to do is lift up on that latch and then push them back in, and that should solve that error code. Your printer should then begin charging the ink, and what that means is it's getting that ink from the cartridges and pushing it into the printhead. Now, this does not finalize the cleaning. We still need to go into our settings, go under maintenance, and do a head cleaning. What that will do is that will actually push that new ink that we just installed into the printhead at a rapid pace. And it normally would do this to clean the printhead. But in this case, we needed to actually push the ink into the printhead at a higher velocity. And that's what's going to happen. And so what we see here is that we have some color now on the page. We're not fully there yet. We are missing a little bit of color. Some lines are missing on that report. And so you'll see here that it actually took me 8 tries until I got it to 100%. So you're going to have to do probably one, but it could be 5 up to 10 head cleanings before all of the color has fully returned. That's why you want to have new ink installed. If you don't, you're going to have to probably stop in the middle of this process, buy new ink anyways, and be unsatisfied with this process not moving along as quickly as it could have. Now, I did wait an additional 24 hours after powering on to get these results. So you may do some head cleanings, 4 or 5 of them. Let's say, for example, day 1, day 2, another 3 to 4 cleanings, and that's where I got to this point where I have all of my color totally printing. And these are the results that you can get to with the Best Printers Cleaning Kit and by following all the instructions in this video. Hopefully this video was helpful and you're able to solve your problem. Now, if this video was helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. And remember, the Best Printers Cleaning Kit linked down in the description below. This is the only cleaning kit that I can vouch for online because I have used it time and time again. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.